But the Chicago Bulls versus the Los Angeles Lakers, Michael Jordan's first championship, he had to get through the Pistons to get to the NBA Finals against the Lakers, and they beat the Lakers in 5 games. I remember seeing that briefly. And then the next summer, it seems like so much time passed between those 2 summers. In 91, I was a kid playing Nintendo. And then in 92, I was a different kid playing Nintendo, an older kid. And in 92 was when I hung out, me and my twin brother Michael hung out at the Brooks family house. And the Brooks was a black family that lived in my mom's neighborhood. And me and Michael just thought that was the coolest places that we've ever been, because they would let us sit down at dinner. They would always have good food with each other and watch TV, and everybody would go grocery shopping, and everybody would play games together. And it was just such a community, totally unlike anything me and my brother had ever experienced in our own home. So we loved hanging out at the Brooks houses. And that summer of 92, they joked that we were part of the family. But, it didn't, we ended up drifted apart because we had just such differences in our cultural backgrounds, so to speak. But in 1992, I watched the NBA Finals, and that was the first NBA Finals that I watched from the whole games, and I didn't get bored or anything. And I was at the Brooks house, and it was the Chicago Bulls versus the Portland Trailblazers. And Brandon Brooks and Thomas Brooks were their 2 sons. And I remember when we were watching, I wanted to say something like I knew what I was talking about. And after the Bulls won the championship and they were celebrating, I was like, the Bulls won't win next year. They're old. And then Brandon Brooks got offended, and he's like, the Chicago Bulls aren't old. Michael Jordan isn't old. Scottie Pippen isn't old. Craig Hodges isn't old. Steve Kerr isn't old. He I don't know the exact players, but he named the top players. Bill Cartwright isn't old, but he looks old. And I remember watching that